What are the methods of training children? We'll mention few out of the method of what? Training children. The scholar said there's what called at-tarbiyatu bil-mumarasati al-amaliyya. Practical method. Practical what? That's why the Prophet said a child when he's 7 years, ask that child to what? To start praying. I hope you are getting to start what? This practical method of teaching the child how to do what? Are we getting the concept? You have 20 naira, you have 100 naira, you want to give sadaqah, divide it into 2. Carry 50 naira, give your child 50 naira. As you are giving that 50 naira, tell him to give what? 50 naira. That is practical what? Method. You are going to Islamia now, bring your child along. What are you telling him? I hope you are getting the concept. You are going to the masjid, take your child along. Practical method of what? Tarbiyah. Is one of those methods of tarbiyah. Another method of tarbiyah is a tarbiyah to be the qudwa, mentorship. You want your child to be good, but you too will be good. وَيَنْشَوْ نَاشِئُ الْفِتْيَانِ مِنَّا عَلَى مَا كَانَ عَوَّدَهُ أَبُوهُ. As the children grow up upon what their father made them used to. Some children, they were walking behind their father, and the father was walking haphazardly like this. I hope you are getting it. So when they look at their father, that the father was walking like this, today too they began to walk like this. When the father looked back, he saw them walking like this. "Kai, what's wrong with you?" He said, the children, they grow up upon what they see their father doing. I hope you are getting the concept. And don't forget, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala established this in the Quran. Ya ukhta Harun, ma kana abuki imra'a saw, wa ma kanat ummuki. When Maryam, the mother of Jesus, Nabi Isa, came with Nabi Isa, what did they say? So, oh, you the sister of Harun. And we don't know your father to be a bad person. We also don't know your mother to be a what? A wayward person. Assured even the father was a bad person. Assured even the mother was a prostitute or a wayward person. It would have been said that we understood. You got it from where? Do you understand? So if you want your children to be good, you too, you must be what? Sa'id Ibn Musayyib used to say that I will engage in nafila, extra nafila for the sake of my children, so that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will protect them. You know, there were some two children, whom Khidir killed. He said, at the end he said what? When he was telling Nabi Musa the reason why he killed them, وَكَانَ أَبُوهُمَا مَاذَا? وَكَانَ أَبُوهُمَا. I hope you are getting it. You can see that their father was protected in the what? In the children, because of what? His righteousness. So if you want your children to be upright, you as a parent, you must be what? You must be right. You cannot be dancing to Michael Jackson. I hope you are getting it. And you don't expect your child to dance to Davido. It's not possible. You cannot be dancing to Wizkid, and you don't expect your child to be dancing to all these dangerous musicians. It's a lie. I hope you are getting it. So if you don't want your child to be musician, you don't want your child to be Davido and the likes, what do? You to be a pious what? A pious person, a pious father. Because the children, they emulate you. So at-tarbiyatu bil mada bil qudwa. Then the scholar said there's what to call at-tarbiyatu ala nakdi dhati. We call it nurturing, or what we call self-criticism. Nurture your children so that whenever they do something evil, they will criticize themselves, and that will make them to change. Allah nurtured us through this manner in the Quran. Allah says, وَمَا أَصَابَكُمْ مِن مُصِيبَةٍ جَزَاكُمُ اللَّهُ خَيْرًا. That is the verse. فَبِمَا كَسَبَتْ. Allah says, whatever befalls you of musibah, it's as a result of what your hand actually was. You know, this is called personal what? Criticism. This will help you to stay away from what? From evil. I hope you are getting the concept. But by the time you are nurturing your child to put blame on what? Somebody else, on what they do, about that you have succeeded in ruining the life of your children. On tarbiyah matter also, the scholar said there's what called tarbiyatu bil maw'izati madha al hasana. Discipline your children by preaching to them, gather them together. I hope you are getting it. Preach to them. Tell them that this thing Allah wants you to do it. This thing Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala does not want you to do it. You do this, you gain the love of Allah. I hope you are getting it. And when you gain the love of Allah, you will be successful in this world and what? And year after, then we get into the concept. التربية ماذا؟ على ماذا؟ بالموعظة الحسنة. Are we together? Then we also have تربية يعني ترغيب وترهيب. Hey, this thing Allah does not like it, or if you do it, Allah will hate you. Hey, this thing Allah like it, or if you do it, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will do what? Will like it. This targhib wa mada wa tarhib. You cast fear, you also cast what? Love. If you do this thing, Allah will love you. Allah like it. If you do this, Allah will like it. I will hate you. So on tarbiyah, part of the method of tarbiyah is to marry early. Is to marry what? Early. Wallahi tallahi. Children, our children today, they need parents that are strong. You as a father, if you are not strong, by the time you are 60, your son is 18, or you are 70, your son is 18, you will suffer. You know, because tarbiyah needs what to call what? Activeness. So if you are deceived by marrying at the age of 40, you are in trouble. If you don't marry early, you will suffer, you will regret it. Because your children will be doing something that is bad. You know that this thing is bad. It is in your mind to stop them, but because there is no power, you cannot stop them. So part of the method of tarbiyah is to marry what? Marry early. At the age of 25, at the age of 20, don't blame your children that want to marry. Allow them to marry. If you are married at the age of 40, you are in trouble. Wallah, I'm telling you, you are in trouble. Please, we are advising. Part of the ways through which you can and to handle your children is when you marry early. You give birth to them early. You give birth to them, they are matured when you are still young. I hope you are getting it. They are rijal while you too. They are rijal while you are rajul. They are men while you are a man. I hope you are getting the concept. But if they are already men and you are still saying when hydrogen was hydrogen, wallah, you're in trouble. You will suffer. Because sometimes these children, they need what to call practical attention. They need what to call they need what to call active movement. So if you are only talking, it will not work all the time. So marry early. Then finally pray. Al-Fudayl ibn Iyad, according to what Imam al-Zahabi mentioned in Siyar A'lam al-Nubala, he told Allah, Ali ibn al-Fudayl, he said, oh Allah, look at my son Ali. I've trained him to the best of my ability, but I cannot. Oh Allah, adibhu li. Oh Allah, help me to train him. It's not that I did not train him. He's training him. But he's also praying. Because there's no tarbiyah without what? The scholar said, we cannot even say between Ali and Fudayl who is the best. He also became a great person. And the scholars are even comparing him to what? To his father. I hope you are getting the concept in terms of what? Virtues. So pray not. Finally, nurture your children ala hubbi rasul, to love the Prophet Muhammad. When we say to love the Prophet, when you love somebody, you will be influenced by the character of that person. To nurture your children to be influenced by the character of the Prophet. And what's the character of the Prophet? Aisha said, Kana khuluquhu. So if your children are influenced by the character of the Prophet, that means Quran and Sunnah will be what is dictating for them what to do. I hope you are getting it. With this, inshallah ta'ala, because of time, we are going to stop here. Whatever I've said that is wrong, may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala forgive me. Whatever I've said that is correct, may Allah reward all of us abundantly. The ones we have said is little out of what we are supposed to say. We pray that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala bless this little that we have said. Subhanakallahumma wa bihamdika ashhadu an la ilaha illa anta astaghfiruka wa atubu ilayk. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.